Hello, I'm Shailara. After decades of experience assisting customers with digital transformation, involving content management and all the related integrated platforms, I decided to build some experimental digital transformation playground, which will help accelerate the migration as well as help businesses save money, improve ROI, efficiency with operation, and easy experimentation for architects, developers, and as well as the business leaders. So, without a further ado, let me just take you through the platform that I have built. So what you're looking at is migration playground. I call it, migration playground. And this is the agentic DXP control plane. This is where I operate everything. So I have built around, over a period of experimentation, I have built around 300 plus business use cases, industry standard use cases, where, you know, legacy CMS to composable content migration is one of the use cases I'm going to show you. I'm just probably going to pick like three use cases from here. Um, so let's see, a DAM, a PIM, and maybe content management, analytics and search. We can take up DXP another day. So let me get back to my playground now. So what do I have here? Let me just make sure. So I sort of built this UI in such a way that I should be able to do everything from here. For example, I can start a Docker that's not running. This platform runs an agentic workflow. Everything is powered by AI here. Um, Basically we have many different systems, and a true enterprise digital transformation involves systems like content management for managing the web content, as we all know, product information management for managing the product content, and digital asset management for centralizing brand consistency and you know basically optimal management of digital assets. So for example, we should choose a dam that actually helps you with the dynamic rendition, so you don't have to store multiple versions, multiple renditions of assets, right? So with that in mind, I started off with what is called as I built a seed URL. Like, I got to have a starting point, right? So let's look at my seed URL, right? So this is a simple, demo page, which has some images and product information. This product information is the marketing information, which actually gets stored in the content management system, and specifications get stored in this experimentation journey. The specs are stored at PIM, and rest of the images are stored at digital asset management system. So this is my seed. So let's get back to the in the migration playground. We can run a migration using multiple systems. As you can see, these are all very popular and commercial content management systems. Some are, of course, open source. AEM is a very popular content management system, as well as DAM. In this case, I'm using it as a DAM. And Contentful is, API first content management system, which can be, all of them are implemented headlessly via their APIs here. And Drupal, of course, is really emerging as a leader with Acquia. So we have like every CM systems that we have here have certain advantages and suits certain enterprises based on the use cases. And I also have PIM Core as a product information management system here. So the things that I can look at is basically what can it do? With the agentic workflow, one of the agents is aware of model, content model, generic content model, as well as content CMS specific content model. It can extract content, it can create model, and once you have that, it publishes the model as well as content to um, content management system. And it also extracts product specification and moves it to PIM. And you can also, run analytics in the same platform. And you can sync images to DAM. And I also have a fallback content management system. So as part of building this, playground, in addition to composable architecture, I also, various content management systems. I also built my own JSON and AI first content management system, which is a fallback option in this case, in case they run out of license or anything like that. So what am I trying to show you? So far I gave you a preview of what it does. So the use case that we're going to run is it's going to extract model, publish to content management system. We'll be able to preview the systems and edit. So you saw the seed URL and and multiple brands as well. So mostly content, enterprise content management systems, I know usually have like ability to support multiple brands and multi-sites. So I work with Oracle Web Center sites, whether it's theme site or AEM or Drupal, they all have the capability and support multiple management and operation of multiple brands and and also supports multilingual. It's multilingual. So let's choose contentful for the CMS, and full migration is off. And you could also do step by step, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to run migration. And so once it's complete, it's actually jumps to the result. So, so the preview URL will have CMS now. It's going to use the APIs, the CMS APIs to render this. Essentially, this is API that fetch the product content, and this one came from PIM, and this one came from DAM. So that's how fast, you can get a feel for the how the preview URL looks like. Now, if you really wanted to look at the, get a feel for contentful, there is a contentful site that you can open up, and it shows you see all the models, the content models it built. Uh, so mostly I'm modeling this as a landing page and have a generic JSON structure. And there are articles as well, which has multiple fields, it's got like multiple fields. These are all created by my AI agent. Although I have experience with Contentful, I really did not need any of this experience because AI knew the APIs and the content. I know the API and I trained the model to build, the contentful aware structure. So, so we just saw that, right? Now, if I wanted to look at, generally like we have to build omni-channel site, right? Like one site that fits all the, you know, desktop, mobile. It can give you like, just a quick view of the mobile. Then this is where, you know, this is the email format, and this is how the search will look like. And then you can also run through few voice commands. Um, so if you wanted to anytime look at the JSON, and there are JSON view as well. So this is a quick demo. So on the right hand side, we have like exactly what happened, which agent, what are the roles of agent. There is an agent, orchestrator agent, which is the main agent that coordinates execution and runs the profile. And then you have content agent that is aware of the models for various content management systems. So it extracts the source and builds content model. Then media agent, basically it captures the media assets, whether it's video, you know, documents or binary assets, and stores them in the AEM in this case. And product asset is goes to the PIM core in this case. And of course, you can plug in any PIM. It's a plug and play. This one is just the systems that we have chosen. And tomorrow, if you wanted to include any other CMSs, for example, I next time, see right now, Optimizely and Content Stack are just in the mock stage where everything is built except I have to hook up the exact licenses and everything for these two. Um, so rest of them have complete stack installed. They're running in their own Docker. Um, so what does it mean for the businesses? Let's take a couple of cases. A company wants to go through a digital transformation. I think best is to really look at the use cases that we have built, 300 use cases. So let's just look at legacy CMS to composable content migration. So you have some legacy CMS, you want to, migrate to multiple content management systems. So I have been part of many migrations, right? So what do? We have to go through each content management, each CMS systems, and look at the Forrester ranking as well as figure out which one best suits the need of the customer, and possibly involve vendors and create a cross-functional team, rate and rank, and then choose. But then vendors have to come in with the cases, they have to build some demo pages, and then they have to, you know, show the, UI and whatnot. In this case, this playground is ready. So you can provide a page and maybe little tweaks and a little bit of instructions. It automatically creates any, you can choose any of these existing CMSs or add any more, CMSs in the mix. And you should be able to run the experiments very quickly, which normally takes maybe 10 or 15 times more than what you can do in this platform. So it provides that kind of acceleration. And DAM governance and media life cycle. So pretty much you can understand, you know, in any digital transformation, let's say in one of the cases where Fidelity was going through the digital transformation for hundreds of sites, and to set up to stand up one dam system and to create a sample page, it would take its own time, right? By the time you talk to the developers, talk to various people, install and whatnot, it's going to take at least 2 3 weeks. And this one you can do it in less than a day with this platform. um so, and then I also have CRM, which I'll show you, and then of course multilingual publish. um so we can do a lot more things with this platform that I built. What I started building as an experimentation and learning, I think it's getting to a stage where it's really useful. And I, if I get an engagement and I need to do things, I can use this platform to do it faster. Or if somebody would like to use this platform to run as is or to enhance it and use it, it's going to be useful as well. So at the moment, I'm calling it a playground or a demo. I'll just show you very quickly few other things. Let's see, demo playground or demo launcher. By the way, I also built a beam tool. It'll show me like what are all the things I'm working on right now. Since I was so curious and building multiple things, I thought I should build a PM tool also integrated into the environment, which keeps track of what I'm doing. I'm using Codex and what else I can show you. Playground also has a agentic and a chat mode. So see in the chat mode, you can pretty much ask like, give me URLs, and it'll give you all the URLs. Uh, and with a click of a button, you can validate the model, see, and see. And so it's going to run anything I want here with, of course, I mean, I wanted to remember these, so I just kind of created shortcuts. There is another chat I'm going to show you, which is much better than this one. Let's go to DXP control plane and see run agentic flow. Huh. This DXP plane, I'm going to talk about it another day, but I just got curious. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. And so here for an architect, let's say I have built this DXP and you want to know how this is built. I've incorporated everything that I have done as part of this uh, agent, one of the agents I'm using for architecture. So if I say how this DXP is built, it's going to tell me. It has a thin orchestration layer over existing Shea CMS. So I built CMS system first, then I created the playground. On top of it, I did a layer of orchestration. And we have a content agent, extract source content, right? And channel agent, which publishes to targets content channels, you know, pretty powerful, has multiple systems as choices, and it uses API and agents. Um, then I have DAM agent, and then I have SEO. Um, you know, it's pretty important, right? We just have to make sure when the migration happens, you have to, keep your goals and the current analytics. If anything, you want to improve, but not to deviate from that, right? So, and you have analytics, all right? I have everything running, but I'll show it to you. Um, so what are the pre-built flows in this case? We saw this, and this one we can open AEM. I'll show you in a minute. Then we have control endpoints like orchestration, chat, and we have like APIs, a lot of APIs built in. What kind of architecture we are using, and of course, the LLM that I'm using is only going to give you the instructions for flowchart. It's a free one, so I'll have to use some other tool to really see what this is. But I know since I built it, I know. But this can be productized. I've created like a microservices architecture, and it's modular, so and cloud ready, so we can deploy this. I think I must have had a Git repository somewhere. Yeah, okay, here. Let's see. Yeah, I do have. Where is that? Governance. Yeah, this is for background. Yeah, so somewhere hidden I have um, you know, CI/CD pipeline push as well. And I've built it so that it is scalable. It's cloud ready, except that we just have to find a real use case so that we can invest in, experiment in real cloud environment and a real customer use case. But right now, this is what I have built. I'm just waiting to use it in any of the um, you know, real environments. So if this resonates with you and want to see rest of the other use cases that I have built, 300 odd use cases, anything that you would like to know more or collaborate with me, feel free to contact me and we can work together on it. Looking forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye.